there's video evidence of me being like 16 years old playing to 0 people in a coffee shop. So I'm like, trust me, the grind has been there forever.
Someone's going to try to interview you and say like, listen, how do you get into the Psyop program? And you're going to show them that video. You have to do this as a humiliation ritual.
You have to play for like 6 years in front of only your parents when you're in high school. And then we were playing a show in Portland that night. So like after we load in, after we sound check, all like there's a bookstore nearby. I was walking around for a little bit and then I saw like he has like his 2 earrings and I was like, oh my God. It's one of those moments where it's like, I've planned my whole life. Like if I ever run into Bruce Springsteen, I have to say this. So I just walked up and I was just like, can I shake your hand? And he was like, of course. And like, he was very chill. Yeah. But then in my brain, obviously I like kicked into like overload. I just had Jay Clemens on one of my songs and he was like, what are you talking about, kid? Like I no preface of like, I'm a singer, I'm in a band, like nothing. I was like, and he was like, what are you talking about? I was like, oh, I'm in a band, I'm a singer. And he was like, oh, and you're from Portland. And I was like, no, I'm from New Jersey.
Please note, for maximum picture quality, it may be necessary to adjust the tracking control on your VCR. And now for our feature presentation.
Welcome to the Emo Social Club podcast, broadcasting to you on Adobe Radio. I am Brian.
And I am Lizzie.
And this is an interview with Bike Routes.
We don't know.
This is going to come up every fucking time I talk about this band from now on.
I know. I like in the interview too, I was like, I have to say route because I was saying routes.
We took it a couple times. I did say, hey man, I'm gonna go ahead and say this is your fault for picking a regional dialect word, like where it's said differently across the entire country. Bike Routes is going to be one of the biggest new bands, I think, in the last couple of years. We talk all about like the come up that he's had. The music is so good. Like
it's stupid good. The first time we ever saw him was with Hawthorne Heights, and I turned to Brian and I said, "Is this the starting line 2.0?"
It's incredible. I think we were like kind of like we've had so many interviews lately, but this one came across. It's like, well, we have to talk to him. We might never have the chance to talk to this person again. He's going to be too big. He's going to be a big artist. And now we have done it. So he can do whatever he wants from now on.
Yeah.
Now he can be as successful as he wants. We already have one. We talked with him about his music, his new record coming out. We talked to him about the big Bruce Springsteen. And then after, we were going to have a little conversation that you can listen to about the chaotic good thing that happened probably a few weeks ago by this point that you're hearing this episode. But I think just, some insight on that. And if you don't know about what was going on with that, if this is the first you're hearing of this,
you're going to want to stick around and listen.
If you haven't listened to Bike Routes, I definitely recommend going to check out the song World Apart. The interview is coming up right now. Please enjoy our conversation with Bike Routes, and we'll see you after the interview. Well, let's go. Emo Social Club, we are here at the Cobra Lounge with Bike Routes, and we just made a joke about how to pronounce Bike Routes. Roots.
I say roots, but that's just my Northeast blood. But
again, if you have to think about Route 66.
Yeah, that's always my argument. I'm like, Route 66 is like what people say.
If someone really tries to argue with it, just have them say like, how do you say Route 66? Now say it the other way and see how dumb you sound.
Yeah. Exactly. But
we were at the Young Culture show. You were opening for Young Culture in Chicago. I saw you there, and I said, "Hey, I really like Worlds Apart," which is a song that like I posted a video of you playing that at the show, and I had a lot of I posted it and I said like this song has been on repeat for me for a while now, and a lot of people responded and they said, "Oh, me too," and I was like, wait, how did you find this song? And they were like, it's been coming up on TikTok or Instagram for me. Yeah. And I'm like, oh man, it's crazy. Like, so I guess your song has been going very popular on these short form platforms. Yeah. And so I have to ask, are you also a Psyop in the same way that Goose is?
You mean Geese?
Yes. I'm a
Geese Goose?
Yeah. The Geese Goose. Yeah, I'm a Psyop.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm a Psyop. No, it's really funny. Like, people have made jokes like that before. Not like seriously, like my friends and stuff, but it's funny because like there's video evidence of me being like 16 years old playing to 0 people in a coffee shop. So I'm like, trust me, the grind has been there forever.
Someone's gonna try to interview you and say, like, listen, how do you get into the Psyop program? You're gonna show them that video. You have to do this as a humiliation ritual.
You have to play for like 6 years in front of only your parents when you're in high school, and then
we haven't considered that industry plants could have started, decades ago.
Yeah. True.
Some plants grow for a long time,
They hit me up in like elementary school and they're like, "You're gonna learn guitar."
You're like a soccer player where they're like, they see a kid who's like got like innate skill and they're like, "We're gonna make you into a star, kid. You're Ronaldo. You're
literally.
Oh my God.
You're the Lionel Messi of
DIY
Midwest emo."
They just had like different talent scouts out at the different soccer fields all around the United States.
Well, even if that was the case, I remember doing like chorus when I was in like 4th and 5th grade, and I would like try to audition for like a solo, and I was too scared to sing in front of everyone, so I never did. Okay. So I'm like, even back then, I don't think I was getting scouted for it. I was too scared.
What has it been though to like see, this song like kind of blow up and be so popular on these platforms? Because like, again, I love it. Like I listen to it a ton. As soon as I found it, I'm like, yep, throw that on a playlist. Like listen to it a ton.
Crazy, honestly, because, and I say this everywhere I go, like every show I bring this up, I feel like, because it's kind of the foundation of like what Bike Routes was and is to me, is like all these songs, like I just wrote songs in my bedroom for my friends to listen to, like in high school and when I was like 19, like I would just write silly acoustic songs in my bedroom, just like for me and like, my friends, my parents, like whatever, like just for fun. So it's weird because like I like to say that like even if World Apart wasn't like popular, if like no one liked the song, like I still probably would have wrote it and like it would exist in some capacity. Mm-hmm. So it's always absolutely insane to me when anyone likes any of my songs at all, even a little bit. So like to have a song that like, people like can connect to is like crazy. Yeah.
I think it's also because you are going to be opening for Jack Antonoff. And I'm
fucking
like,
nuts.
This is crazy.
I know.
And I think with your upcoming album too, listening to the one single you put out, you do have a lot more of that horns. And when we saw Bleachers at Lala, he looked at me and he's like, "Isn't this just like Springsteen right now?"
Bruce Springsteen, man.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I was like, "Well, this wasn't in his earlier days, but I guess we're here now, and he's dressing like him too." So, are we going to see the Springsteenification of Bike Routes?
Not entirely. I think the new record definitely covers a very wide scope of sounds. Mm-hmm. Like, honestly, there's another single coming out like this week, and it's kind of like nothing like Delicate.
Okay.
It's kind of like the antithesis. It's like it's still like a Bike Route song at its core, but it's no like horns or anything. It's way more like synthy, I'd say.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. We're just rocking and rolling,
Literally.
literally.
Yeah. It's the first time we saw you was with Hawthorne Heights on the acoustic tour.
Cool, yeah.
And it's like, watching you since then and like getting that song like in the algorithm, and now it's like you're seeing your growth like what, a couple years later. The math is mathing.
Yeah.
And it's like, how does like I think you're a good songwriter because your songs are good.
Yeah.
And so I like the songs. And then it's like, well, how does it get out there in an organic way to everybody where like a Hawthorne Heights or a Bleachers or all of these bands like say, hey, we're gonna put you on? Like how did it happen where you started to get like attention from these bands?
I think one thing about me personally, and like again, like the foundation of Bike Routes was like all I ever wanted to do was play shows. Like obviously at first, like just play like college basement shows, like play coffee shops. Like, so I think I just played a lot of shows growing up. And then once Bike Routes became like a full band, I still expressed that sentiment where I was like, I'm going to say yes to like every show we get offered, guys. So like, if you want to be a part of it, that's the deal. And luckily like all my best friends are like my backing band. So we've all played in bands together all of our lives. So they are all very much of that same mindset and sentiment. So I think once it was like a band, we just made it like a choice and made it a thing where it's like we just want to play a lot of shows, and that kind of helped. We got like a booking agent that helped a lot, and she was kind of the one that the Hawthorne Heights tour kind of trickled down to, where they were like, we're looking for an acoustic act that was very like bare bones, no setup. Like I could just walk on stage with an acoustic guitar and plug in and play, and like that was it. And it just kind of like trickled down all the way to like Bike Routes to get that opportunity, I guess. And it was a dream come true. Obviously, like Hawthorne Heights was like a band I listened to growing up. Like, and it was just a very cool first. That was kind of our first real like big tour, so it was just very cool to have that like experience, I guess.
Yeah.
It's okay. But yeah, so I guess that is just like.
Yeah. I remember seeing you, and I turned to Brian and our other friend Manny from Action Adventure was there, and I said, this dude sounds like the starting line. And I love the starting line.
Me too.
Yeah.
So great. Awesome. And I was just kind of blown away because I also really appreciate Hawthorne Heights actually being some of those like more legendary emo acts, actually giving some type of status and like stage to up and coming emo acts too.
That meant, like, that's what I mean. Like that tour alone was like the dream come true. Like truly everything after that like is just like bonus, you know, like truly, but like that was all we ever wanted was like do a tour like that, and like if that's all it was, that was all it was, but like it was awesome, and like we're gonna talk about it for the next 50 years of our lives, you know. But it was very cool to do it with them and have them be so supportive and like so about it. Like now every time they come to Philly, like they literally hit me up and they're like, come to the show, and like we're like friends now, and like it's very crazy to have like that happen like as like our first major, not major, but like first official tour, you know, outside
like
DIY.
big in your sphere.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Do you feel like, you know, now you said that and you're like, for the next 50 years, we're going to talk about that. And then you open for the Wonder Years, you got this Jack Antonoff thing. Like, do you think that you're going to still have like more moments like that now? Are you reconfiguring that in your brain and going like, shit, for the next 50 years, I'm going to talk about this now.
Yeah. It's funny because it's like, truly, I say it all the time, is it's like, my dreams came true like the first time we played a show out of the state of New Jersey. You know, like that was the ceiling for me. I was like, the second we play a show like across state lines, we're good. And so that's what I mean is it's like it's just very eternally like grateful for everything that came after that. I guess it's like impossible in my brain to like even process and think about, and it's like just very cool and very hard to put into words, and just like very stoked on everything that happens, you know?
Which is good. I mean,
I guess it's good to be like, hey, this is as much as we're going to go. Oh man, someone else came around. I guess it's like one way of deterring becoming so either negative or like put down.
Jaded. I feel like that's something that happens a lot, whereas like with us, it's like every new tour we get, I'm like, because like a lot of these bands like, the Wonder Years and Spanish Love Songs and Film Culture and like bands like that like I grew up like going to shows and like going to see all of those bands. Like at some point in my life, like I paid money to like go see these bands, and like so to have the opportunity to play like even one show with any of these bands, I'm like right after our set, I'm getting off stage and going into the crowd and watching their set. You know what I mean? So it's like that's the like coolest part for me is like, even if we weren't touring and doing these things, I'd still be going to like local shows or going to like emo or hardcore or like any type of show, like any chance I get. So
like still being like immersed into the community.
Yeah, absolutely.
You did meet Bruce Springsteen.
Yes.
In Portland, which is crazy because you have your two Jersey dudes and you're all the way on the opposite side.
Yeah.
Did you pitch to him Bike Routes?
So it kind of happened 100% organically, which was the craziest part, because obviously like if I was like ever happenstancedly gonna bump into him, I feel like it'd be in Philly or New York or Jersey, obviously. And so we were playing a show in Portland that night, and one thing I do on tour is I just like go to bookstores and like use bookstores and like buy used books because they're $2. So that's like my like tour thing. So like after we load in, after we sound check, I'll like there's a bookstore nearby, like I'll walk to it and just like hang out, look around. And so there was a bookstore like half a mile away from, not half a mile, half a block, like right next door to where we were playing. And I just like walked in. I was walking around for a little bit, and then I saw like this old man that looked very familiar. And I was like, and then I saw like he has like his 2 earrings, and I was like, oh my God, it's fucking.
You're like, is that old guy?
So I just walked up, and like no one was around him, and it's one of those moments where it's like I've planned my whole life. Like if I ever run into Bruce Springsteen, I have to say this. Like I have like a set thing. But in that moment, I was just like, so I just walked up, and I was just like, can I shake your hand? And he was like, of course. And like, he was very chill. Yeah. But then in my brain, obviously, I like kicked into like overload because we just had Jake Clemens play sax on our song Delicate. And Jake Clemens is like his current saxophone player. Yeah. So he's like on tour with him right now. So I was like, wait, I just had Jake Clemens on one of my songs. And he was like, what are you talking about, kid? Like, I no preface of like, I'm a singer, I'm in a band, like nothing. I was like, I had Jake Clemens on one of my songs. I was just too like jacked up. And he was like, what are you talking about? I was like, oh, I'm in a band, I'm a singer. And he was like, oh, and you're from Portland. And I was like, no, I'm from New Jersey.
No way, you had to. Like,
and he was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, I don't know. And so it was a very like crazy moment. And then obviously I was like, I'm in a band called Bike Routes. I'm David, nice to meet you. And then, from there, he actually, like, messaged Jake about it. And Jake ended up coming to our show that night and, like, hanging out with us. So it was very cool. Yeah.
I really like this reenactment of you guys just, like, yelling and excitement at each other,
it was very just, like...
What was it, the Powells in downtown Portland?
Yeah, it wasn't the one in downtown. It was, there was, like, an offshoot little...
The little big...
The little one, like, yeah. Because everyone thought it was the big one. I was like, no, it wasn't that one, actually. It was, like... on a strip. It was like smaller. Yeah,
because the one in downtown, you will get lost and you'll never find your way out.
It wasn't the huge pals. It was like one of the smaller ones.
Okay.
I don't know how many there are.
I don't know either. I thought it was just the one.
Yeah, everyone who from Portland who saw like that picture was like, it's pals, obviously. And I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Like, sorry, I didn't want. I'm so sorry. I got here. Sorry.
I know. I was like, I literally didn't even see the name of the bookstore. I just walked in. I saw on the window it said books, and I'm like, that's how you kidnap me, honestly. Put a sign that says books in like anywhere, and I'm like,
on the side of a van.
I'm going in there.
I get it, bro. Yeah. I'm the same way. So what book did you pick up that night? If you picked up any,
I honestly, I had that interaction, and then I immediately just walked out. I was like, I gotta go.
I was like, can't actually say in this entire
I'm leaving. I like walked out on the street. I called my dad. I was like, like, just screaming on the phone out front.
And your dad's probably thinking like, you dead?
Yeah, I'm like, just literally just screaming, and very crazy, like 3 hours of my life. But
like, it's like I went into the store for something. Fuck, what did I go in there for?
Yeah,
I gotta go to the other one.
Yeah, I gotta go to the other pals 2 blocks over here. I can't be seen in here again.
Yeah,
like, no, it's different now. I was trying to think like that is, the Mr. Jersey.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, who would we do for Chicago? And I have no idea.
Fall Out Boy.
No.
Fall Out Boy's a good answer.
It'd be Alkaline Trio for me. If I saw like Matt, well, and I have talked to Matt Skiba at a random bar. I was like, hey, you're Matt Skiba. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, great to meet you, man.
I know, I feel like that's like the only thing to do when like you run into someone like that. I'm always just like, I know what I'm going to say, but then I'm like, you're the guy. Yeah. They're like, yep. And I'm like, cool.
Are you noticing that already? Like in this time that you're getting some attention?
Not entirely. I feel like maybe like at home, but it's more so like from my peers or like people that like I know from shows. Like I'll see more and more of them out and about, I feel like. But like, not like strangers, really. I'm like,
you're not noticing people in the crowd. Like, I gotta talk to that guy. That's the guy from the guy from the band.
Like you see them like concocting. Like this is what I'm.
Well, it's also like after shows, I feel like I'm so like, I don't know. Like so, whenever I'm like out, like walking through the crowd, I always am just like looking at my feet because I'm just like, I'm not meant to be here.
Yeah,
No,
that's my thought too. Is like, unfortunately, all of this music is about like depression and sadness, and then we have to be like social in a space together. And it's like, no, we're not going to be good at that.
Well, then you have to be perceived, and you have to be okay with being perceived.
We are not good at that, and then we have to do the.
It was really funny. It was on the Hawthorne Heights tour actually, because like on stage, I'm like, I've never had a problem with like stage fright really or anything like that because I'm just like, I said I was going to play this show, so I'm going to go up there and play the show. Like that's just been like my mindset since I was like 16. But like after the shows for Hawthorne Heights, I would I would be the one like selling merch. So people like come up and talk to me. And there was one show where, and I'm doing it like this whole interview even, but
damn it,
I was standing there
identify.
like this, like just like hugging myself, I guess. And this like mom came up to me and she was like, I have a question. I'm a therapist. Are you she was like, are you an introvert? Because all these people that talk to you, you sit there and you like make yourself really small the whole time. And so now, ever since then, I've been so hyper aware that like I just be like hugging myself at all times when I'm like talking to people. And I'm like, even now, like as I'm talking, I'm like, I sound like this for the entire interview.
Is that
so far.
ethical of a therapist to do that?
No,
I know it's like in the wild, but that's a crazy thing.
I was like, I guess maybe.
Like, do you want to buy a shirt?
Yeah, I was like, but
do you like the set?
I was like, but it just made me hyper aware of like all my interactions. I'm definitely like a little like.
Yeah, like, going back to what would be another, like maybe your top 5 like Jersey people that you'd be like super stoked to like see or meet in person?
Well, Bruce was definitely number 1.
Right.
So that's why I'm like,
we got
achieved.
the 1.
did it.
1 through 5.
Yeah. But like I grew up listening to a lot of like My Chem too.
Okay, yes.
So I feel like My Chemical Romance is another big one. Jersey people. Like Jack Antonoff even, you know, like
there's a lot of like Jersey emo and pop punk fans. And I'm like, what's happening out there?
Like I listen to a lot of like even like the Gaslight Anthem and stuff like that. Like a lot of bands from Jersey, but
Philly too though.
Like, Philly too.
It's like I worry sometimes what's going on over there. You guys are
so much good East Coast shit.
Something's going on.
Something's going on over something in the water over there.
But it's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think that My Chemical Romance has lived long enough to become the villain?
Not yet.
Not yet. What do you think is their next step into villaindom?
Side note, this is us loving My Chemical Romance. This is us being incredible fans of My Chemical Romance.
Like, here's the thing. Do we think Black Parade is the best album ever? Absolutely not. Were we at the tour? Yeah, we were.
Yeah. I was there. I went to 2 dates, actually.
And it was so sick.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it was wonderful, and I sang every word to every song.
Absolutely.
But except for teenagers. I went to the bathroom during teenagers.
That's valid, I feel.
Thank you. Okay,
yeah, that's a valid
see,
one.
more people agree with this than they want to admit.
But Disenchanted was the one. I was like, I have to see Disenchanted.
Really?
Like,
That's the one I went to the bathroom.
Yeah, he hates Disenchanted. He actually has like really bad takes. I'm so sorry you had to learn it right now.
The moment that meant the most at that show was whatever they did after the album. Because I know what's going to happen for the album. I know all the songs, but I'm like, what are you going to pick?
That's valid. Yeah. So on their like comeback tour, me and all my friends, we went to like literally like 4 or 5 dates because we were so just like, we need to see certain songs.
Yes.
And I feel like Disenchanted is one of those songs that I've never gotten to see. So I was like, that's why I was so like
really locked in.
Disenchanted.
I will say I was very disappointed that I heard nothing from Bullets.
Nah. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I think I did. I think I got.
Yeah, someone got early sunsets and it wasn't me.
Wait, we got early sunsets. I'm gonna be honest. We got early sunsets.
We have beef actually.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Yeah.
That's my
I feel
favorite.
like we got a few. I feel like we got like Vampires Will Never Hurt You Either.
Yeah, we didn't get the. Well, granted, I saw them on the 2019 comeback show in LA, so I got that.
Okay.
Oh, I saw them on the Black Parade tour in 2006. So, where can people find Bike Routes on the internet? What do you want them to know is coming up? What do you want to? What else is happening?
Yeah, tell them what happens after this last tour date in Chicago.
Bike Routes is pretty sure everywhere is Bike Routes NJ is like the tag, the @ if you will. But after this show we have Shadow of the City with Bleachers in Asbury Park, New Jersey in May. We have a new song coming out this week, actually, this Thursday. It'll get announced like tomorrow, so I don't think that's a spoiler, but
it'll be out by the time this goes out.
Yeah, but and then June 26th, our new record Prairie comes out, and we have some soft inklings of like maybe a tour in August that'll be around. But we have release shows in June, but they're all like Northeast, not really Chicago, but Richmond, Philly, Boston, New York.
All in that area.
Yeah. All around there, you know.
But, East Coast always eats.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm just very excited for everyone to hear the whole new record and see what everyone thinks, you know?
Well, thank you for hanging out with us.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for your time.
Awesome.
And thank you for the final interview you'll ever do with us. Because you're going to be too famous and popular.
No. Every time we come to Chicago.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be a quick text like, hey.
Like, we're ready.
We're back.
We're ready.
We're so back.
One more. Run it back.
I got my list. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you guys. Seriously. Thank you.
Wow. What an interview. I love coming back from an interview saying that.
I know.
Wow,
it's great. I love that it's our new thing.
We gotta listen. We're a show, right? We're a radio show. We're syndicated. We're global. We're international. Are we? Right?
International, worldwide.
Yeah, we're Mr. Worldwide. We're Worldwide Radio.
Wow.
Adobe Radio Worldwide is how I pronounce it.
I mean, you can listen to streaming radio anywhere, so
it's true, based on the internet.
Yeah.
Did you guys know about this thing called the internet?
It's kind of wild. It's kind of cool.
Let me tell you about something that's going on the internet lately. Well, by the time this comes out, a few weeks ago.
It's fine. Revive it.
I brought up the chaotic good thing at the beginning of this episode, which a lot of people have been talking about, like the marketing and I have like this weird relationship with it because I know about how people do it from from Twitch, from YouTube, like streamers. Like there is a whole side of this like clipping industry for the uninformed listener who doesn't know about what the chaotic good thing is. We talked about. There were articles written that Geese, the very popular rock band that just played Coachella and has had a pretty big couple of years, that they use this marketing company, and somebody said, are they a psyop? And there's been very weird conversation around this, but a lot of then music journalists and music commentators have to come back and go, hey, no, that's just called marketing and it's a marketing budget. This is just a different way that they're utilizing marketing to get to people,
right? Versus
like traditional like radio ads or TV ads or Facebook ads or whatever it is.
And I mean, the thing was too, is Geese has been a band for so
They've been a band for so long. Yeah.
So seeing people call them psyops now is really fucking funny.
It's because you just found out about it. Like you say, well, there must be an industry plan because I'm just hearing about this. It's like, yeah, okay, all right. But no one else could have known about this because I just found out about it. Object permanence is the idea that you can see something still exists even when you can't see it. Well,
you know, little babies don't have that for a while, and some people, I don't think they got out of that little baby phase.
So a lot of bands are utilizing Chaotic Good, a marketing agency, who then creates a bunch of TikTok content, short form, vertical content for the internet, TikTok and Instagram Reels, and they use the song. They promote the band through using the song, but it's a volume size thing. Like, let's make 100 videos versus like each band. All of our friends' bands or most bands are like, I'll pump out one video a day, maybe promoting our song, promoting our new music, all this. If you're on that side of Instagram or TikTok, you can find so many gurus who know about how to like promote your stuff. The thing is, like, it does work. These are real like tactics and real techniques, and that like people should be doing.
We've seen it work for a lot of people. I mean, even there's been people recently saying that Eka Vandal is a psyop.
I mean, we got that in our comments too when I made a video about her, but I actually just like her music and was very excited to like.
I literally woke up today with like one of her songs in my head just out of nowhere, and I said, all right, cool. But I think the thing is too, is like with her, I think she caught on at a good time. I don't know much about her background or how long she's been around in the game.
She's been an artist for a long time.
And it's like, you know, if someone finds you, especially on TikTok, because she was doing the TikTok game too with clips. And she gets plucked up, and she's working with, you know, some larger music marketing agencies and companies, and good for her. That's what everyone wants and should want.
It's what everybody should want.
An artist.
I think that, you know, there is an authenticity thing that people believe is happening from like an artist should have good music that just people naturally want to hear. And we know, if you're at all a listener of music or a musician, that just doesn't happen that way. It never happens that way. So everyone is trying new things. Everyone's experimenting. Everyone's exploring it. And there is like there's a direct correlation here to what Chaotic Good does to what Andrew Tate did. And I you can, okay, listen. Yes.
Scaring the hose.
I feel as though it's very fair to say here, I'm not pro Andrew Tate for Andrew Tate, but Andrew Tate's whole thing was a multi-level marketing scheme
that if you bought into his course and got more people to pay for his course, you made more money.
Yeah.
And the way that they were promoting that was by making a ton of TikToks of his content. So it's not like on Andrew Tate's personal page, he's posting 1,000 videos, but there's a bunch of profiles that just keep popping up, and somebody will make a new profile and they'll post 100 videos of Andrew Tate just as a batch thing.
Yeah.
And it just floods the zone of the internet and says, hey, here's all these clips of this person. They're saying all these things, right? And it ends up being a thing that pulls everybody back to the person himself, Andrew Tate, or many Twitch streamers or people do this. There's a ton of clips out there. Somebody's like 4-hour live stream, and it's like, cool, let me go ahead and clip that up, post a bunch of this stuff across all of these different clipping things. Why not use that for music? Why not use it with your song? Why not make a ton of different things of the same, like maybe 10 pieces of content? Or an artist that I know has been also doing it is BB No Money. And
yes,
we like BB No
I
Money.
love BB No
His
Money.
music is great. He's funny. He's
charismatic. He just seems like a genuine guy too.
He seems like a genuinely good guy. Politics are very much the opposite of Andrew Tate, so we're happy about
Thank
that.
God.
Pro BB No Money's politics. And it's a guy who's like, yeah, I'm going to use the same technique, but I'm going to flood the internet with BB No Money ass content, because I'm BB No Money and my ass is content. I think that generally, like, even talking about it here, like, maybe we have a different view because we are literally, like, our thing that we do as a podcast is to create clipped content for vertical content for the internet, such as TikTok and Reels. So we have to do that, but we are doing it just without a marketing company coming in the middle there, and we're doing it all on our own profile,
right?
Sharing it amongst our own personal profiles, but we're not making like a ton of content.
And the other thing is too, is a lot of these artists, again, like they're paying them and then they're getting some type of payout, or they're getting paid
as far as like the clippers. So the way that it works is Geese like goes to Chaotic Good or BB No Money goes to Chaotic Good and they say, hey, we're going to pay for an advertising campaign. Chaotic Good then advertises, hey, if you want to make clips, here is the content. Use this song, or like I actually looked this up because I was like, I could do this potentially. Use this song. Here's like multiple songs you could use, and here's like video that you can utilize for that, and make 100 clips of it. And for most of them, if the video that you post gets over 1,000 views, let's say, you get paid out a certain amount of money. Okay. And so every additional like 1,000 views or whatever,
you get something.
Right. So if you think about it of like, well, if I post one video and that video gets over 1,000 views, awesome. That's great. But if it's kind of an unlimited amount of videos that can get over that, then I'm going to post 100. Because if 100 videos get over 1,000 views, I make 100 times the amount of money I would get if one video did. So this just goes out to the marketplace is called WHOP, WHOP.
Oh.
There's a very good explainer video on how this works from a YouTube channel called Mike the Snare, MIC the Snare. He's great. He explains it like super entertaining and funny. He makes a bunch of goofs and gaffes, and it's great. So there's just a marketplace where you say, okay, cool, I'll make whatever. And then you can like say, hey, I made this much and get paid out essentially from the marketing campaign. On the opposite side of that, if Chaotic Good goes on there and they say, hey, this is our budget for this, and you can make a ton of videos, and none of them do, then Chaotic Good technically didn't spend anything on it, but it doesn't reduce the amount of then content that goes out there. Mm-hmm. And still, if a TikTok only gets seen by 300 people, that's still 300 people that potentially saw something they never heard before, and so that's still good. Like that still is not a bad
audience reaching.
Yeah,
we don't know what they're doing, but it is reaching the eyes and the ears of people. It's reaching
eyes and ears of people, and it's playing the song. And it is not. I don't really know, as not making music on TikTok, how it makes the numbers look. If like 1,000 TikToks are using your song, does that inflate the numbers of how many posts use the numbers on TikTok? I also would say that one of the concerns about this is probably if you're putting it on a profile that is brand new, a lot of these profiles probably do end up getting banned or shut down or deactivated, or shadow banning is not a real thing, by the way. It's really just not. It's just that it thinks that no one wants to see your stuff because it's bad, low quality content.
Yeah.
But you're not shadow banned because you said things on there. The algorithm is like, no one actually cares to see what you've created here. and it might be wrong, and then you create more. And this is just saying, create 1,000 videos, and maybe one of them will make you some money, but maybe not. Who knows? We did that, and it has been good.
It's a game and a challenge every day.
I also think there's like a lot of changes they made to prevent what is essentially what Chaotic Good does. Botted content or very low quality, low effort, super like easy to make content from like AI algorithms or AI algorithmic cutting and clipping and all this shit. I think that there is a crackdown on a lot of this stuff. So, you know, if there's anyone out there who's like, well, I want to do this for myself, it's like, yeah, but be sure you know that like you're going to get your account banned. So do it on like other accounts. Test it out, try it out. But I think most bands can actually learn something good from what this is describing, is like bands that you might be a really big fan of want to market, and the place to market is TikTok by virtue of just posting videos.
And I wondered too, because do you remember when there were bands like MySpace or even like Facebook where they would say like, oh, we're doing fan engagement projects where somebody sends in a video or you post like a YouTube video, something like that. And either it just, one, it helps with the marketing because you're posting it. Again, you don't know the audience is large or small, but it's getting out there. And then like a lot of times, obviously, it was associated with like a giveaway of some sort. But I wonder if that could even cause a resurgence for more fan engagement with bands and their audiences in this one way. So if they want to, you know, be a band that's saying, I want to combat this for whatever their reason, they can say, oh, well, what we're going to do is put out like a big, you know, PSA to our audiences and say, hey, we have like this new single coming out, whatever it is. Yeah. Everyone make a video, like flood it, do all this stuff. Maybe we'll pick someone and like you'll win a vinyl or something, you know. I wonder if that could be a return to some type of old school marketing practices.
Yeah. You're describing it now and I'm like, but it seems so natural that everybody would already do that. And then I'm like, well, I haven't actually really seen that.
No, I haven't seen that in a really long time. The only people who do that are like, you know, the K-pop stans, really.
Yeah, or I mean, artists that probably don't really need to do it are getting that already. Like someone is already out there. Like the incentive for somebody to do it for Taylor Swift is like, yeah, okay, fuck it, I'll do it. You know, it's Taylor Swift. But I don't know. I think you have to incentivize someone to do it. And the fan engagement side, I'm like, yeah, but also like, I don't know. I think bands, they should be trying to do that stuff and trying to get people to just make videos on TikTok of the music if they like it. Like singing and dancing to it is like literally the name of the game with it. It has to become a meme. That's why I brought it up in the last episode. Rich Man by 303 popped off because somebody danced to it. And like, you know, they were probably trying to get their own viral hit and become a viral sensation themselves. And it's like, well, now we got a song and the artist is really happy about it. And now 303 is like having a whole resurgence with it and putting out a music video for it. Charlie XCX actually did that too. She put out a music video for a song that was from an older record because it just started hitting again. Yeah. And she's like, yeah, I might as well make a music video for this older song that I don't have to do anything for.
But like I can because it's going to be the better way to.
And to me, that's fan outreach.
It's fan outreach, but it's also like keeping your name relevant because right now Charlie XCX, obviously a very relevant name, but you know she's not on an album cycle right now.
She can take a break, man.
Yeah, she did that Wuthering Heights track, and she does have an album coming out soon, but she hasn't really been talking a lot. She's just been like enjoying being married to that one dude from
the 1975. Yeah. Hey yo, George.
They had like a cigarette tray at their wedding, right?
Yeah. It's hard, dude. It's fucking hard, dude.
Listen, I don't smoke, but I think that's pretty fucking cool.
You don't often think that people from the UK can be hell yeah, brother. But then you're like,
the one time that they do, I'll have to give it to you.
I think there's a lot of artists that probably would benefit from, like you said, fan outreach and having people create content for them where it does feel more authentic. Like I think that people are sometimes scared to ask, like, hey, fans, would you like to do this for me?
Right.
Would you like to, this is the thing we're doing, like we're engaging with you. There's I don't want to say it on here, but there's an artist that my day job might be working with and they have a new record coming out and they're like, well, we want to like have like videos for people to watch as we're talking about them. And it's like, well, what if you had people make like their own videos for you, like a lyric video or something like that? Because I remember watching a ton of like lyric videos from back in the day that people just made for bands.
Oh yeah, Windows Movie Maker.
And as we know, AM fucking V's, brother. Imagine being like, hey, we want you to make an AMV for us and we'll post it. Bring Me the Horizon, I think, does this quite a bit with because they've been posting a lot of their AMVs. Yeah. And I'm like, well, I don't know if they have this done like in-house. Like if Ollie is like, make me a Dragon Ball Z edit of this, or, you know, in my mind, it's like, that's a great thing to say. Hey, if you send us an AMV, I'll probably post it on TikTok. I think that's a fucking great move to do. I think it's good.
I mean, and those are also ways to marry like new partnerships too, because just think, when we go back into early YouTube, if we look at the fan engagement, the fan creativity that was there, I mean, you could partner, say like a band could decide to say, I'm going to partner with The Sims, because there were so many at the time Sims 2.
Yeah.
Like AMV music videos that people would create, and people still do now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like those are ways too to just build upon it, rather than just kind of leaving things stagnated or just saying, I don't know what to do, or just being okay with whatever's you put out there and hoping for the best.
Yeah. I think in the end, like it feels as though, you know, I think the reason that it feels somewhat inauthentic when you look at something like a Chaotic Good marketing campaign in this way is that it doesn't feel like it was something the fans wanted to do. But again, like you have to incentivize someone to do it in the first place, and find some creativity there. And I don't know. I think, to use Bring Me the Horizon as an example again, I think Ollie is very good about like reposting and being involved in people online who are creating as a fan. People who do guitar covers, people do vocal covers, music that he just likes. And he's like, oh, I like this song. And like, he's getting influence and inspiration from a lot of people. He had like that one hyperpop guitarist on the record, Posthuman, Next Gen. And I think he's like seeing that there's a lot of stuff out here that is doing it. And maybe it's not directly, I'm doing a Bring Me the Horizon thing, but he's seeing like how he can interact with different things and fandoms and people who are making stuff online. And then it also like kind of funnels back to say, oh, I love Bring Me the Horizon, and I really like this song that you did, and I want to listen to that, and maybe I'll, you know, check out your show and buy a shirt or whatever. And it does funnel up at some point. But I, you know, maybe Bring Me doesn't have to do that as a band, but maybe another artist is like, well, I can't get 100 people to make a TikTok. And that's 100 TikToks that go out there on their own profile, and then you share them and you have like the attention on it. But it's like, I can't get 100 people to do that, but I do have daddy's money.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing is you have to leverage what you have. And if that ends up being money, which we know that there's people who are maybe not the most talented, but they have the accessibility with money to get there.
That's the other side of this is like, you know, the music is good. Like, we like BB No Money's music.
Yeah.
So if 1,000 people are posting it and we see one, it's like, I'm not mad that I heard a BB No Money song today. It's good music. I like that music.
Yeah.
I haven't really listened to Geese
I do not like Geese.
Well, you hate a lot of that stuff, like men who make music. That's your least favorite genre.
Oh, interesting how this majority of this genre we work
Seriously,
in.
yeah.
No, but Geese has always been... I mean, because I worked in the same like realm with indie rock really early on in my music industry career, and people were super into Geese, and I said, you know what? I don't get it, man. And I tried to re-listen to what's been going on now with like their latest song that was out and everything, and I said, I still don't get it, man.
This is the time when you can be into whatever.
Yeah.
But I think it's also... you know, it's got to find its right fans. We as music commentators, we as a music podcaster, like we know enough about this stuff. But I think there's a lot of people who are like, oh, I've never heard of Geese because why would I be into that? That's just not for me. And then they have to have 1,000 people make clips and post it right to that person.
Well, it's like when Glass Animals got really big for that one summer, and we could never escape that song. And I was like, I don't get it.
Heatwave?
Yeah, Heatwave.
Okay. I'm glad that I could actually forget what the song was for a second.
I love that for you. My thing was with Glass Animals, I already knew about them because I have some friends who are really into them. And I said, I don't get this either, man. This sounds like straight ass.
Wow. Lizzie doesn't like to chill.
No.
She cannot chill. And I think you're just naming bands that like, why would you want to chill like this?
I mean, I like Tame Impala, but the earlier Tame Impala stuff.
Was he chill?
He was chill. I saw him at Pitchfork. Really cool.
Damn. I bet he never had to do a marketing campaign. I have no issue with this. I think it's a fine thing to do. I think that it's kind of the way of the future. I think that if you're like, well, I have no issue if they like buy an ad on a radio or if they buy ads to like, you know, if you see like a poster art or something like that on like a street, you know, like the street art, whatever. Right. I don't know what you'd say that is, but like somebody who's like putting up flyers on the side of the road promoting a new record coming out, or if you see like, you know, signage at a Warped Tour, like, hey, this new record's coming out.
Like we had that Hot Mulligan billboard that went up near Subterranean by us.
Yeah.
So
and it's like, but is that, oh, well, fuck you, Hot Mulligan, you got a billboard? I did say that, but that was because I was like trying to stir up shit.
Brian's a hater.
No, I'm a shit stirrer. I stir the shit.
I don't know if that's better.
I'm not a hater. I think that they're fine as people. I think they're great. And I can make fun of them for having a billboard and be like, oh, look at number one hot new band with a fucking billboard.
Whenever we get a billboard, we're gonna be like, that's so cool, and then people are gonna make fun of us.
And you know who's gonna yell at me for having a billboard? Tades McLaughlin, which is not his real last name. What's his last name? McLaughlin.
I don't know.
Tades McLaughlin, which is his last name.
No, it's not.
What do you mean? Hot Mulligan can yell at us if we ever get a billboard.
No, you can yell at Brian.
He'll yell at you. What would you say? Like that's, you know, that's a band shouldn't do that. It's inauthentic. Like your music should be so good that it speaks for itself. If it's good, it's going to do well no matter what marketing campaign you do.
And it's so rare though that happens nowadays because we are in such a deeply saturated market.
Yeah.
There's so many, and this isn't to be mean or to be an ass, but it's just the reality of it. Your band, a lot of people's bands can sound like 15 other bands. But one, it depends on, okay, sure, you all sound the same. Let's say you all sound like this, you know, more modern emo. 15 of you. What makes you different? What's like the one piece that you can leverage? You know, do you have a non-binary or female vocalist in there? That gives you a little bit of leverage in there. Are you guys, how many people are in your fucking band? Is there 5 of you? Is there 7 of you? Is there just 2 of you?
Can we knock it down to 3? Can we get down? Can we get those numbers down? This is not Blink-182
territory, Brian.
Can we get those numbers down?
But it's you know, what are you doing in that music to stand out? How's your stage performance? Are you going on tours? Are you really active online? All these things culminate together. It is so incredibly rare nowadays that we do see a band that is just, oh my God, yeah, like I saw this band and I said I had to sign them. Yeah. This is not the early 2000s. This isn't the 80s. This isn't
not even
anything.
Like signing, but like, well, yeah, to your point, like it that was the way you did it because you get the budget of marketing and touring and all that stuff. And it's like if there was a local buzz, but now it's all online, it's all TikTok. And like if no one's going to care unless your TikTok's doing numbers, you got to do whatever it takes to get your numbers up on there, and you might as well just fucking pay for it with not ads, because the ads they might work. They definitely ads work across the board. Obviously,
right, of course.
Hopefully, you've seen us
somewhere.
We have never advertised, and we got to advertise. We got to put some money in these. We got to put some money in this podcast. Who wants
to advertise with us? Give us the money.
Yeah. Now that we've asked, can anyone make 100 TikToks of our content that isn't me, please? You got to market it. You got to advertise it. But the way of doing that is just posting authentically on TikTok.
Yeah. I mean, I remember a few years ago when TikTok was starting to like really blow up. I was talking to this one person and they said that they were working with somebody, local Chicago act, more indie rock. I was like, okay. And I said, oh, what's their Insta? What's their TikTok? They said, oh, they don't believe in promoting on social media. And I said, okay, so it doesn't matter to me. And I was like,
good luck with that.
And I was like, listen, not to be mean or an ass again, but in this day and age, unless you are a super, super well-known act, and that's going to be like some fun little side project that you're doing, that is a completely different horse in the race. If you're doing that, that's a cool thing. That's fun. It's engaging for your already established audience. And that's fine. If you're just someone still coming up and you're saying, I'm going to fight against the machine, I get it. I understand it. But if you're wanting to reach a level of some type of stardom, whatever that is to you, you have to be on social media. It is a necessary evil.
Yes, it does depend. My rule of everything is that every possible permutation has to exist. So if there are bands that are paying people to promote themselves through TikTok, there's also somebody who said, I don't even know what a TikTok is.
Yeah.
It has to exist. Somebody has to go, I'm not promoting it on there. I've always thought like that always very cool. Like, yeah, we don't have anything like that. We're promoting like old school ways, like, but you got to make it like a big thing. And the problem is like the way to make that a big thing is to post videos of it on TikTok. Like if you're like old school flyering, if you're old school, like standing outside of shows with like the CD and you're making like the Mayday parade move of like
if we're bringing
listen to
it
the
back
record. Yeah,
to
like,
guerrilla marketing.
that's cool stuff. But you know how you get that into people's ears? Like you fucking post that on TikTok. Like,
because how many people even own a CD player anymore?
Well, now they're coming back. They should. iPods and CD players better come back.
Oh, they are, but they're now outrageously expensive.
I know. Because you got to get custom iPods.
Yeah.
So sick. I went down a big rabbit hole on that last year, and
I found a few on Facebook Marketplace recently, and I'm like, it could be kind of sick to get this back again.
They're so good.
Could be kind of sick.
I have an MP3 player, and it's so sick. I am happier to hear better sounding music now that I know that music can sound better than it does on a lot of these streaming platforms. So play it at good quality with wired headphones. Just a thing. Consider it.
Think about it.
If you take one thing away from this conversation we had today with bike routes and this, wired headphones sound better.
And also route versus routes.
Yeah, take that away too. Take that away from me. Yeah, I would ask people out there who see this stuff as like inauthentic or industry plant shit is like, first of all, drop the industry plant shit. It doesn't fucking matter. Go to local shows, see your friends' bands if you think industry plants are like a big deal or you don't care about it. Like,
or you're upset about ticket prices being expensive.
Go see your local friends. Go see your friends' bands. We've been, I don't know. I think we've been to a lot more shows lately that have been like a lot of smaller acts, smaller bands, and we've been very, very happy to see it.
It's good to see like the organic energy. I think, and it's not. Obviously, there's always going to be people here and there who are there because they're like, oh, I'm here for a fanfare. I'm here to say that I went to a show. I'm seeing this band. Like,
I've never been to a show and been like, oh, thank God that people are here to like look cool for their friends.
No, it's just like that does happen with people, and they can end up giving everybody a bad experience because they don't know how to act right.
Lizzie, if people could find us on the internet and tell you how to act right, where would they find us on the internet?
Over on Instagram at Emo Social Club and at X Emo Social Club X over on TikTok.
You can find a YouTube version of this if you're watching it on YouTube at Emo Social Club Podcast or at Emo Social Club, where we post other videos, not interviews, other stuff. If you're listening to this, you can watch us over there. And if you're watching us, you can also listen to us on the go as an audio podcast on all of the audio platforms. We'd love for you to subscribe and leave us a rating wherever you are. Make sure to hit every button imaginable on our pages.
Just make sure you're following us everywhere.
Whenever you see us, hit every button you can hit. Do not stop hitting buttons. Pretend it's for life or death.
Whoa.
We'll be back next week. I think it will be a review of Sempiternal.
Yeah.
Bring Me the Horizon. We're going to do an album review of that, talk about that record, and tune in next week, and we'll see you then. Bye.